What is up, Pats Nation? It is Patriots Global back here with another video, and today we are going to be talking about why Sony Michel has been held out of OTAs and missing all of minicamp. If you've been around my channel for a little bit, it's a very recent video, but if you aren't subscribed, make sure you do it now so that you are updated on all your Patriots news and opinions. But I basically talked about Sony Michel missing all these OTAs and minicamp and us not having an answer at the time, and I said that that could be two things. One, he sustained some type of injury, or two, the Patriots are just being cautious with him. And it ended up being a little bit of both. So the second-year running back is being held out from these practices because he went under a knee surgery. He went under what is called a knee scope surgery. And basically what that is, it's just a surgery that goes in and it kind of fixes these knee joint issues. So it isn't that Sony Michel injured anything during the one OTA that he went to. It's more so because of the few injuries that he kind of sustained this past season. Now, Sony has dealt with these knee injuries for a while. We knew this when we drafted him. He had those issues even in college. But, of course, we knew that he had some issues in training camp, so he missed that. He missed the entire preseason. He missed the beginning of the last season also. Then he got injured during the Bears game, and he also got injured during the Jets game, but he came back that game, so it wasn't anything too severe, I guess. But it is the off season, so of course Sony Michel knows that he has to get ready for this upcoming season. He wants to get as healthy as possible, so that is fixing any issues that he's had from this previous season and getting it all marked up so that he's good to go, hopefully by week 1 of the regular season, as long as he doesn't get injured, knock on wood. So I'm sure the big question all of you are wondering is, well, what does this knee surgery mean? Is he going to be held out of training camp? Is he going to miss some of the regular season? Is he going to miss all of the regular season? But from what is being reported, they are saying that Sony Michel should be 100% ready to go for the start of training camp. And of course, that is great news. That is exactly what you want to hear from a guy that has been missing these off-season programs. And it really isn't a big deal that he missed, most of OTAs and minicamp, because even Bill Belichick says this, those off-season workouts don't matter as much. Those are just getting more so the new guys ready and coming in. Now, I will say it would have been great if he was able to go to these and, again, work more with Tom Brady in the passing game, but it isn't the end of the world. Training camp is really the more ultimate test for getting ready for the following season and seeing what these guys can do, as it is way more vamped up. This is when pads come on. This is when contact starts to happen. So I would much rather Sony Michel have been kept out of OTAs and minicamp so that he would be ready for training camp. Again, that is the most important thing for him. That is when he will get to work with Tom Brady and all of the other guys on a more higher level of a note. Now, while it is good that Sony Michel did get the surgery to fix up whatever issues that he was having, it is still a surgery and it is still something that New England is going to have to monitor. Now, if I know New England well enough and if I know Bill Belichick, he will not vamp Sony Michel right into the start of training camp. I think what they are going to do is they are still going to take it a little bit easy with Sony Michel, and I think that really is the best approach. I mean, again, keep in mind, he did get injured last training camp also, and it affected the team as, again, he wasn't even ready for the start of the regular season. So I think definitely in the beginning, they'll still be more cautious with him, especially because of the surgery, and kind of bring him in more as the day-by-day goes on of training camp. But I think the biggest thing is making sure that Sony Michel is healthy and ready to go for the actual season. In the end, him playing in the preseason doesn't matter at all. In fact, if I were Bill Belichick, I wouldn't have Sony Michel play in the preseason at all. Bill Belichick does this with a couple of different players, especially if they're injury prone. For example, Rob Gronkowski. Gronk was not a guy who would really play in the preseason games because the dude's made of glass. Let's just be honest. He's a very injury prone type of guy. And while Sony Michel isn't necessarily as injury prone, he does have these knee issues, and if he gets hit the wrong way, just one little hit could end his entire career. So if I'm Bill Belichick, I'm getting a little bit cautious with him in training camp, but taking him out of the preseason so that he is 100% good for week 1 of the regular season. Due to the absence of Sony Michel, other guys such as Damien Harris, especially Damien Harris, but also guys like Rex Burkhead have gotten a vamp in these reps in OTAs and minicamp. And I think we could see a little bit of the same thing in training camp, at least in the beginning. But obviously for these other guys, these younger guys, guys who have improved themselves, such as Damien Harris, or guys that still need to prove themselves and prove that they need to be on the roster for the following season. Example, Rex Burkhead. That was a good time for them to show what they're capable of, because obviously Sony Michel is going to make the team. He is 100% roster lock. But that's it for today's video. Guys, we finally know what happened with Sony Michel. Sadly, it does have to do with his knee, but it isn't anything that should be severe, so great news there. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, as it helps to me, the channel, and even you guys out very, very, very much. Make sure you guys share this video with everybody who knows we can go to the Patriots Global family, and other than that, I will catch you guys in another video.